Today's episode will be about
relationships.
So our partners are actually best friends. They went to high school together, and that's how May and I met.
No one would think it though, seriously.
No, I swear, we don't even need them. I reckon we could have just met by ourselves. No, we're joking. We love them. They are the best. So yeah.
How did you meet Nick?
How did I meet? Oh my God. I don't know if I want to say this story. I don't know if it's embarrassing or so cut a long story short, we were clubbing. We were very young and we went to Fashion Lounge Fridays. And we kind of like locked eyes.
Oh,
but I was not ready for a relationship. So I was like, oh yeah, he's cute, whatever. I ended up leaving the club, but as I was leaving, this guy thought he can actually slap my ass.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Normally I'd be like, what? And like lose it. But I think because I thought he was just so cute or like hot, whatever. I was like, okay. But I did give him a look. I gave him this like look, like what the hell just happened?
I didn't know this story.
Do you not really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, and then I still went home. Like I didn't give him the time. But then the next day I found him on good old Facebook, and
you found him?
I found him.
Oh!
And I sent him a very threatening message saying, "How dare you touch my ass?"
Oh, Nikki,
and the rest was history. Like,
this was a short
we
story.
hit it off,
okay.
But we were friends for 2 years before, things got a bit more serious. So that's how we met.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's like.
Yeah, I thought the story was just mutual friends, but I guess not.
No, So that's my story. How did you and Jamie meet? I don't think I know.
I feel like our story's not one of those classic sort of romances. It was more of like a strong friendship was the foundation. We really had a solid friendship, and I think the qualities that I admired in him as a friend are still the qualities I admire of him now as my fiance.
Aww.
Oh, it sounds so good to say fiance. He was just a really genuine guy that has such a big heart, and I always just saw him as a really good friend. And then I don't know, it was weird, like we would always hang out, and then one day there was just this weird sort of chemistry that you're not supposed to have for your friends. And I think we kind of both just had the conversation of, should we see if this could be something more, and have never looked back since.
Oh my God. And I cannot picture you guys without each other.
I know.
I'll kill him if he leaves me. I'll kill him. I won't leave you though. I'll still be here. So how important do you think it is that partners get along?
To me personally, it's everything.
Yeah.
Because my people are my people, right? Like my friends are like everything to me. My family's everything to me. So having my partner be a part of that world is so important. Am I saying that he has to get along with them at that same level as me? Probably not, because that would be just unrealistic. But do I want him to be a part of the family, a part of my friend group, to the point where I don't have to worry about him not fitting in or worry about him not feeling like he's included? That's huge for me. So the fact that he is so integrated with every part of my life that it's almost just like another part of me at these events or at gatherings. That's so important to me.
I agree. I agree. My husband getting along with my friends' husbands or partners, whatever, is like, it's a red flag if this guy does not get along with like my friends or like so that's really important. I can agree with that.
And it's great to know that if you go to an event, and I'm pretty sure we said this before,
you don't have to babysit them.
And you might not even see each other the entire event. So you go there together, have your fun time socializing, and at the end of the night, you're like, hey, babe, how was your night? And you're at the same event. But it's so great. And Jamie says it to me all the time. Like, even when I go over to his family's house, like, he loves that he doesn't even have to be there. And I can hang out with his family, and it feels really good. Like, I feel like it's my second home. So having that connection with your people and your partner integrating into that, I think is
that's so huge. So important. We'll go to you guys, and if you can leave us some comments, let us know what you guys like how important it is for your partners to get along with your family or like your friends partners as well. I think those comments would yeah, we can read them and like share them as well.
And these are just our experiences, so we know people are in different situations, and it, you know, definitely works for other people as well. So we'd love to hear about, I guess, your experiences and your relationships and your learnings and your shares as well about it all.
I also want to touch base on, so I know opposites are supposed to like attract, and they do. Like I know so many couples that they're so opposite.
Yeah.
What are you?
So Jamie and I couldn't be more different. I feel like we are so different in terms of in terms of ambitions. I think, and being driven, I think we're very similar. But in terms of just our personalities, like I'm a lot, like I'm a big crazy.
She's a lot.
I'm a lot, and I think Jamie's actually more introvert. Like he's more okay with you know, not being the center of attention, whereas I freaking thrive in it. So we're very different people in that way.
Each other's,
and it works perfectly, I think, because I always thought I wanted to be with someone like me, and now looking back, I'm like, I would not be
too much.
Oh, it'd be I'm a lot. Like that would be a lot. So having someone that balances me out, and I think it's just we offer different things in the relationship, so it really works. But
so in your case, opposites.
Yeah, it does work in this situation, but I do agree with, I never thought that would be the case because we're so different. Like
but you guys are perfect for each other.
No.
Honestly, it's funny because I know a lot of people that they are very opposite and they get along really well. But it's funny because Nick and I are so alike, like super alike.
Really?
So you'd think we'd clash, but we really don't. It's funny because we're the same age. His birthday is literally the day after mine.
That is crazy.
But we have so much in common that
But in terms of like spontaneity and romance, do you think you both are the same level?
We are the same, honestly. Like he loves surprises, I love surprises. It's wild. Like we both agree on like similar things. Even building our house, we were like agreeing on like the same things. I'm like, are we gonna have an argument?
Oh my gosh, this goes way
but in saying that, don't worry, we have plenty of arguments, like, you know.
So I would love to dive into this. So I'm 4 years. I think we just celebrated our 4th year. Ooh. Don't come for me if I'm not. I think so. Into a relationship. He's my fiance, so it's still, I guess, before the whole marriage stage of our lives, next chapter. You married with 2 kids. Do you think that, I mean, obviously the relationship changes, it evolves, but what do you think are like the big things that change when you enter that next chapter, when you have kids, when, you know, your relationship's in a different stage now? Do you think that there's different challenges now looking back? Like, what are the things that you had to sort of overcome or work on or work through with Nick?
I feel like things did change when we started living together, and I feel like you can resonate with this. You know, you try and you're in the same house, so
got to do their washing.
Like he's come from like, I don't know, his mum used to like do everything for him, so I was like, not up in here. Like, you know, you have to set rules and like try and figure each other out and stuff like that. And then you get other challenges, like you have kids. Like we got married straight away, kids straight away. That same year I had a baby. So then you have the kids taking up all your time. So I feel like, you know, having a date night once a month, or you know, whatever, going for a walk with it, just, or even coming home and spending like half an hour in bed together before you go to sleep, talking about, you know, the things you love about each other or your goals or whatever. I feel like the romance, it will never die, if that makes sense. Even when you have all these things happening around you, especially, you know, those with kids, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but if you know when to put in the work and like, you know, say like, look, hey, we need to go on a date together. You know, just start small, and I feel like your relationship, it goes to another level.
100%. Like people, I guess, don't tell you how much work you need to put
so
into
hard.
Yeah, because it's
so hard.
But I mean, it's like, you know, kids' books, it tells you meet your prince, he comes on a freaking horse, knight in shining armor, and they live happily ever after.
They're lying.
But you'd think it's like this linear thing to happiness. Like, you have to take these steps and you meet the person, you know, you fall in love with, and then that equals happiness. Like, that's the equation to happiness. No one tells you that it's a roller coaster. Like, you're going to have your bad days. You're going to have your days where there's challenges. You're going to have the days where you might feel like, I need 10 minutes away from this person.
Yes.
But it's not that your relationship isn't perfect, because you're fighting for something you believe in. Like, you need to put in the work, but no one really tells you how much work you have to put in. It's constantly, right? And I mean, I'm a very stubborn person, right? So I never knew how much you have to compromise in relationship, how much you have to sort of meet each other halfway, how you have to really support each other. Like, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
And if someone's, you know, in a bad spot, or if they need help, it's really about both parties coming together. 100%, and that for me was really hard, because I've been single for most of my life. So being in a relationship meant that I had to, you know, change things about me or about my life to work with someone else in this relationship. And it is a lot of effort, but you just have to ask yourself if it's worth it. Like, if you want to do it for this person because you care about them enough, or you love them enough to make these changes. It's definitely, there's a lot more to it than
of
than
course
you think.
there is. And even like saying you're stubborn, everyone's stubborn, right? But it's mostly about communication. Communication is key. Trust, respect. You've got to have respect for your partner. If you have no respect for your partner, sorry, but that it's just not going to work. In my eyes, I feel like those three things: respect, trust, and communication. If they're not happening in a relationship, I feel like it's not going to go down well. I actually had I put up a question box on Instagram, and let me just read it out for you. I went away, I just went away for the weekend, and I left Nick home with the girls, and someone messaged and they said, "You're so lucky, your partner must be good to let you go." And I was like, lucky? So I replied back and I said, "I don't agree on this lucky and let you go comment. When partners value equality, they see each other as equals, treat each other with respect, and consider each other's needs, and support one another. Equal partners agree on goals together, work as a team to achieve their goals." Look, relationships take work, commitment, love, but they also need respect to be truly happy and successful. In a relationship based on love and respect, it doesn't just happen. Both have to be doing their part.
Oh, preach, sister.
So
true.
There's so many people that was like, "Oh, so lucky," but it's not luck. It's all the work. Like, it's a lot of hard work that you got to put into.
I think what you touched on about communication is huge, because sometimes it's not even about what you're saying; it's the way you say it. It's when you say it. You know, instead of just asking how was your day, it's like, how can I make your day better? It's like those small things about how you can support each other and help each other. So communication is huge. And you know what? It's not always easy, because you have to try and communicate in a way that is resonating with your partner at times.
100%.
So it's even loving each other in a way that it's working for both of you. So it is a lot of practice and trial and error.
And also it's not about beating each other. You know how you're like, "Oh, my back hurts," and "Oh, my back hurts more." Like, no, like, don't
we
do
play
that.
that game a bit, but
like, don't do that, right? Oh my god, that's so funny.
But no, it is. It's a lot of the communication. And you know what? Sometimes if it's not working between the two of you, it's also okay to ask for help. Like, to have a third person
is so important.
Is okay. And I think in today's day and age, it's so accepted and it's so much more accessible than it was maybe back in the day. So it is so good that you can use those resources to get help if you need. Because
never be ashamed.
100%. If the communication isn't happening with the two of you, then for sure get someone else involved that can help resonate with it.
I agree.
This roller coaster called love, huh?
I know. It's crazy, but it's worth it. Especially when you have kids. But that's a whole nother that's a whole nother topic that we will get to eventually in the future. So yeah,
definitely pop down your thoughts. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and follow in our bio for your podcast channels. And yeah, we can't wait to see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Make sure you follow us on socials too.
Yes.
Bye.